times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, shout out.
3 times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, now I hop on the scene with some banging dope beats with a top.
You are now tuned. Excuse me, I start that. I can edit that out.
Nah, keep that.
Keep that. All right, take it out. Excuse me.
You saw on the corner. You know what
All right, you are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host.
You already know what it is. People feel what's real. That's why they love Ray Trill. It's the commissioner, Trill Dollar Bill.
Oh, damn, that intro's fire.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm just going to keep it simple. It's just Neddy, it's Ned's dad. You know what I mean?
And Ned's dad died on the 15th. It's the TV, baby. Let's go!
All right, so just if you don't know, Punch Off, May 15th, the rematch. It's going down. Boxing Bros album, available on all streaming services now. The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the heavyweight bout between Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola, which ended in a unanimous decision for Andy Ruiz. I'm going to turn this over to Conspiracy G. What's your reaction to the fight?
No. Didn't you want to show a video first?
Oh, that is correct. Thank you, Conspiracy G. Before we dive in, though, and listen, parental advisory warning for these videos. Chris Arreola felt like he was robbed, and he made it known. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play some sound bites from Chris Arreola. Check it out.
You know, I'll take that over them wanting to give me the round that I knocked them down. That's some bullshit, man, honestly. Because a lot of punches he was hitting my gloves. Did it move my head? Yeah, but he didn't fucking hurt me. He never put me in danger, not once, man. And it's really dejecting when I don't even get the respect out of the judges. And I've been putting so much fucking time into the sport, and these motherfuckers like straight up just like fucking rape me and don't even kiss me, dude. That's some fucked up ass shit.
All right, so that's one thing that Chris had to say. Oh, give me a second. Here's another thing that Chris Arreola had to say about
honestly, man, did he win? Fine. But don't tell me you're only gonna give me 2-3 rounds. Fuck that. I'm gonna be like Dr. Dre. All y'all can suck my motherfucking dick.
Conspiracy. What's your reaction to the fight, post fight, and everything?
Yo, get my man some Vaseline, man. Come on. Nah, man, but man, first I'll say salute to Arreola, man. I'm proud of you, man. Honestly, I thought you was gonna be food. I really thought like Andy was gonna just eat this dude's whole enchilada, son. You know what I mean? But he came in there in shape. He was good with the counters, you know. Now I'm gonna be 100. I don't believe he won at all. You know, I think he understands he didn't win. However, I feel what he's saying in regards to these judges. Yeah, these judges yesterday, man, was wilding for the heavyweights. But nonetheless, man, Arreola, you did your thing. Now with Andy, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I wasn't too impressed by Andy's performance, man. And I'm thinking, homie had the new Canelo legs and all of that stuff, but he didn't show it, man. He was still just going straight. Didn't really utilize angles. You know, I did like the few times where he was attacking the body. I thought that was good. But to me, man, like his hands, his defense was horrible. Ruiz was getting caught with like a lot of unnecessary shots. And I don't know. I say Chris Arreola literally came to make a statement. So salute to Arreola and salute to Goossen for that strategy that they developed, because it worked, you know, like, and it wasn't like a spectacular like no brainer type. It was like an obvious strategy. Like, yo, they watched the AJ fight, the rematch. They seen what AJ was doing. Yo, the 1-2 works against a Ruiz. That's all they really had to do. In this one, they were just like, hey, you know what? Wait for Ruiz. We know Ruiz is faster than us. Wait for him to shoot, counter. And it was working. So, but nonetheless, man, he just wasn't as active as I wanted him to be for Chris Arreola, you know? And so, you know, and I think we're going to talk about this in a later segment, but I kind of feel like when Mexicans fight, the rules are a lot different. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like people expecting Chris Arreola to go up in there and just brawl it out like he's done in the past. This was a new, more reserved, more calculated Chris Arreola, and I think that worked against him in this fight, man. Even though I felt like he did a better performance-wise, I feel like for the judges, they just wasn't really feeling that. But salute to Andy, man. Andy, you got a lot of work to do, bro. Honestly, I'm disappointed, man, but you got some work to do.
All right, $1 bill.
G just summed it all up for me. I got a couple little sprinkles to put on there. G saved me a little piece of chicken, you know. Andy Ruiz saying, I thought that maybe he was a little bit overconfident, maybe going in there, having the Reynosos behind him and being in there with Canelo and, you know, thinking of Chris Arreola in the past. Maybe he was thinking that this right here was going to be a walkthrough, you know? But no, Chris, like Joe Goossen was saying, has been at his crib, stayed and moved into his crib and was taking this serious. And we see that he was taking this serious. I feel Chris 100%. I don't think he won, but I feel him 100%. I thought it was more. I thought he won more rounds than that. It was closer than that. You can tell he trained his butt off. I don't know what the judges is looking for. Maybe it's because it was the type of where it was at and the type of fight crowd it was. Was they looking for two guys that just come in there and just swing away? I don't know. But I feel Chris, man, and I feel his emotion and his passion. Everything he said, man. That's the things I be wanting to say, man. When I see silly things in the comment section and I don't reply. You know what I'm saying? Just remember Chris. You know what I'm saying?
All right, TBE.
Go on mute.
You're on mute, brother.
I want to say this. The fight was more than I expected. When we asked will we pay for this fight, I said no. And I wouldn't mind spent the money I spent last night because Arreola came out in shape. Yeah. Gee, respect yourself. Respect yourself.
Our pockets. All right, guys.
Watch your mouth. All right. But Arreola, he came into shape and he what he had to do, and he was ready to fight. He came in fight ready. Like I was like, at 40 years old, was this guy gonna be ready to fight with a fast hand Andy Ruiz? And he showed he was ready, and he showed he could expose Andy Ruiz. And I thought where the fight where Chris Arreola lost the fight was where he showed that he had that shoulder injury, where he couldn't even throw the left hand anymore. But it was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, if Andy Ruiz, you shocked us. Well, Chris Arreola, you shocked us because you dropped the man in the second round, and after that, all you had to do was just try to hold your lead, but you lost it. And then the shoulder injury, we saw the shoulder injury, and that led to more than you could bear. But that fight itself, it was pretty awesome. I can't be mad at it. You went out as a warrior. I know you're upset with the scorecard because they try to sell you on it like 9-9-9-10, 9-9-9-9-8. Like I don't even know how you got an 8-9 decision when after you dropped him. But Chris Arreola, you did your thing. But Ruiz did outbox you. From what I saw, he outboxed you every round. Excuse my language. Every round, he
Arreola.
outboxed you every round.
Oh God.
But you did your thing, man. I'm not mad at you. I know you're upset. I know how you. At the end of the fight, I know how you were upset. I know what happened to you, but you did your thing. It was a good fight. It was worth the money. But shout out to Ruiz. Shout out to Arreola. Good match.
I want to give props right out the gate to Chris Arreola. I thought he was washed up. I didn't think that this fight was going to be a good fight or worth $50 for a pay-per-view. I think a lot of people felt that way based on Chris Arreola's past performances, the fact that he was 40 years old. He was in a tough competitive fight with Adam Kalinowski, and he lost that fight, but he gave a good account of himself. And I believe, for me, that was the first time I saw him with Joe Goossen. Then in this fight, he came in at an even lighter weight, and he dedicated himself, and he was with Joe Goossen. And Joe Goossen was telling anyone who would listen, like, hey, look, Andy Ruiz is in good, Chris Arreola is in good shape. Like, I know Andy Ruiz, but don't overlook Chris. And I was overlooking Chris, and I was wrong for that. Chris, got into the ring. He did what he was supposed to do, but he landed a right hand that dropped Andy Ruiz. And he hurt Andy Ruiz in the second round. And in the third round, he hurt Andy Ruiz again. I gave Chris Arreola the second round 10-8, and I gave him the third round. He lost every other round to me. He lost the first round, and he lost every round after. Everyone, I respect his effort. Did he make it competitive some rounds? Yes, he did. The cleaner, more effective punches were being landed by Andy Ruiz. He hurt Andy Ruiz in the second and the third round, but Andy Ruiz recovered. Andy Ruiz switched the strategy. He stopped attacking because I think in the beginning, Andy Ruiz thought, I'm going to walk through this guy. He has nothing. He's finished. But once Arreola fought back and he clipped him and Arreola buzzed him a few times, Andy Ruiz said, okay, I got to respect this guy. And that's when he went to boxing. And when Andy Ruiz got to boxing, he won every single round. So I actually think the judges got it right. I scored at 117, 110. Chris Arreola won rounds 2 and 3 definitively, got outboxed every other round in my eyes. But I can understand why he would be upset, because when you hear those scorecards, you're thinking it sounds like you got outclassed. It sounds like you got yeah, but you were actually the one who hurt your opponent more than he ever hurt you, right? So I feel the way you feel. I understand the way you feel, Chris Arreola, but you got to understand the boxing scoring system. So if you asked me, who would I have rather been in that fight? I mean, you know, the real thing is Chris Arreola's chin is so good that he was able to absorb some really hard, thudding blows. But the average person may have gotten knocked out. But who seemed to be hurt the most? Oh, Andy Ruiz was hurt more than Chris Arreola for sure. But he won the rounds based on the point system. So that's why I'm not upset with the decision. I think the decision was right. I understand Chris Arreola's frustration. It's the closest he's been to having a marquee victory in his entire career. And it makes me wonder how good Chris Arreola would have been if he started with Joe Goossen from the beginning. But with that being said, I have to bring this up. Joe Goossen is known for some of the he has quotables. Joe Goossen has quotables. Like Joe Goossen, when
he got fly shirts. Didn't mean to cut you off, but he got the fly shirts too.
He has the shirts that matches his personality. So when Diego Corrales was losing to Castillo, when he got dropped like that third time, when he put him out, Joe's like, you gotta get it now. You gotta get him now. Like
now you gotta get inside of him now.
Yeah, Joe lets you know.
Rest in peace, Diego Corrales.
Last night, Joe Goossen had the most pause-worthy moment that could overtake G and Ned. He said to Chris Arreola, said, you're hitting him with the jab all night. If I was you, I would put it in his A all night long.
We did talk about that last night, too. Yeah. I totally forgot to bring that up.
When he said that, my mind was just like, paused the whole thing. Like my man said, if I was you, I would put it up his A all night. I say, yo,
Vaseline.
my man Goossen. My man Goossen.
He was on his DMX. He was on the DMX.
So I'll close with this. It was a good fight. I don't feel robbed, although going into it, I felt like I was going to be robbed. These guys put on an excellent performance. Just remember this. Chris Arreola hadn't fought since August of 2019, and Andy Ruiz hasn't fought since December of 2019. I don't know how much rush played a factor for both men, although Chris Arreola looked the best he's ever looked to me. Andy Ruiz showed a few things in that fight. It was a good fight. Do they need to do it again? In my opinion, no. But if they do it again, it is what it is. But salute to both men for an entertaining fight.
And I would love to see Chris again. His career is not over. Mm-hmm. Please like and subscribe. Tell us how you feel in the comment section. Please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros. We just getting started.